Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Sunday, so time for a analysis of some possible opportunities for next week. There are a zillion opportunities, of course, in everything there is to trade. There are a lot of strategies you can use to trade, but I am going to point out a couple that fit my strategy, and let's see what we can find to make some money for the next week. And maybe it's also the last week of the month, so I would like to close my monthly target next week. To start off with the trade in Adidas, I pointed out 2 weeks ago that this could have been a nice move. Well, I was right. The market moved up, tanked over here, and I started adding positions when price started to move in the right direction, especially when the moving average got broken. As you can see here, I draw a line that I thought it was going up. Then I expected another short pullback, and it did. Over here, it did actually. I added again because it bounced off that moving average, and then last week it started moving pretty strongly to the upside. Of course, we have a trend line over here. Let's put that up a little bit. And price is struggling around here. We all know by now that support and resistance zones have that effect on price. So right now price is struggling. I am still in Adidas because my first take profits are around 154. So well, I'm still in the trade. So I think next week would be great. End of the month, I think my profits will hit, and to me that's a couple of thousand, which closes my monthly target. So that's for now. I'm already in this. I would not suggest for you guys to enter this trade anymore. If you see this right now, I think it's too late. Wait for another pullback, and after that, ride the trend back up. I think the pullback will be a bounce of this trend line when it moves through, and then we go for the 160. But we'll see next week if we get an opportunity to re-enter this trade. Last week I also came into Alibaba. Great stock, great momentum last year. Let's switch up to the weekly for a bit. Alibaba opened, moved up strongly, and like all new stocks do, they form a bottom around here and then started moving last year. Had a pretty nice run. This is exactly January 2016 until October 2016. Everything that goes up must come down, of course. Let's point out this very important horizontal line. There is a reason why price has bounced over here, as you can see. It's on the weekly a important line for that acted as resistance and support a couple of times. It bounced and starts moving right now. Let's go to the 4-hour, the chart where I make my decisions. It broke, obviously, when I draw in the trend line. It broke the trend line, it broke the moving average as well, and as you can see, the RSI gives us information that momentum is moving very strongly to the upside. Also, we see price moving on the outside of the Bollinger Bands, which also indicates a very strong momentum. Over here we have an important price level, just like I said in Adidas. Price struggles around support and resistance areas, just like it does over here. So we are taking a breather around here. I entered my first position last week in this area. It's important that this moving average holds. I don't know. That doesn't matter what I think. I can't predict the future, but I trade what I see. As long as price takes a moment over here, I understand, because it's, like I said, support resistance area. We are seeing higher highs. All those highs got broken, so we are at a nice point where I think this is a great opportunity to re-enter in this area. And from here on out, let's go into the next area, which will be, I think, over here. And after that we get some, of course, again it will struggle with this previously support resistance area, and after that we get some consolidation and a pullback probably, and then this one can go up to here because we have another horizontal line over here. And when we break this level, then the way is free to break the previous highs around here and beyond. So Alibaba started moving. We have confirmation that it's actually reversed this trend. We are in an up move again. We broke the previous highs. We are setting in a higher low as well. This is great opportunity. Adidas, too late. Alibaba, keep your eyes open for entry next week. Well, let's see. This is my watch list right now. Shopify, nothing going on here. We are waiting for the pullback before we enter. Like I said, when price breaks out of the range, starts moving, it did. I hope you guys took this breakout trade and you are actually in the money pretty good right now. I need to see a pullback because this to me is trying to catch a falling knife, because when I buy this and price goes down, you know what happens. So that's it for now. Last week I pointed out this trade. Let's go to the daily. It shows the picture more clear. Support and resistance zone. Price bounced in the demand zone over here. The supply and demand zone, excuse me guys. So we see price moving. Last week price consolidated over here, but I still think we see another move to the upside. So also an opportunity if you're trading FX. Facebook, I pointed out this this move, but it broke out really strong. So let's get a little clearer view. It broke all the rules are there. Strong move up, but never chase price, so this is way too strong of a move. I didn't find opportunity to get in. Maybe a nice pullback, another test of the moving average or something would be great to re-enter. For now, I don't expect to get into this one next week. Swiss franc, US dollar. Let's go to the 4 hour, which gives a little better pattern. We are still seeing lower. This one can get out. We are still seeing lower highs, lower lows. So this, we are actually in a pretty important price level over here. I thought when we look at the weekly, this is also an important level. Oh no, we're near an important level. Of course, the 1.0 is a round number, so that's important. After that, we got the 99. What's this? 4, which acted as resistance in the past. So this can be a pretty tough support to break. If you want to trade this, maybe in a short view, it is possible to enter around here with a pending order. I expect this one, when it reaches this area, to bounce, pull back. You can make a nice short-term profit. You have to go long, of course. No indication that price will be turning or whatever. This is still too uncertain for me to trade. This one is a different story. When we go to the 4 hour chart, great pair, the US dollar, Singapore dollar, because I like this. I like to see a clear low, clear high, low, high, low, high, low, high. This is, as a technical trader, this is exactly what you want to see. What we are seeing over here is interesting, because this is a low. This was looking at like divergence. Well, we see another low, which still indicates that we are seeing some divergence. This low, we've seen 3 more lows after this one, but we don't see that the same thing on the RSI. We are actually seeing a very convincing break of the 4 hour, of the moving average on the 4 hour chart. We see a 1, 2, 3, a couple of times retest, and price seems to be respecting the moving average. So this could be an indication that price is actually moving away from the downside and back to the upside. Of course, this is an important level to watch, because support, resistance, same story goes here. Price failed to go through right now, but price also fails to go through the moving average. So I think interesting to watch. Once this level breaks, let me point it out more clearly for you guys. if this level breaks, I got confirmation that our divergent RSI trading above the moving average, break of previous resistance, then probably becomes support, and we are seeing a nice move to the upside when this happens. Let me point that out for you as well. Of course, it's not gonna go all the way over there right away. This will be the first level. Price will struggle. This zone actually, price will struggle. I think it's a supply-demand zone, small one, and then afterwards we can see price when this breaks move up, back up here. So US dollar, Singapore dollar, interesting trade. We've got gold. Gold, I don't know, it's not my favorite setup. We've seen gold move pretty nice to the upside. This is the 4-hour chart. We are seeing a very convincing break of the moving average. The RSI, we do not read anything on the RSI. Price tried to break but got rejected pretty hard. This was the last bar on Friday, so of course we do not know what would have happened if this pulled back maybe further or tried to get back up. Keep in mind that on the daily there is still an uptrend going on, but like always when we zoom in and out of the different time frames, we see exactly this level where price is struggling right now. Acted as support previously. Here it got some, it struggled a bit. Here it's struggling. Okay, this is a very important level. So when we manage to break the 1210, I am thinking about still going long, but if we struggle here and the 1210 will be resistance for a while, I'm not trading this. So not my favorite trade for next week, but of course I'm watching it. It's on my watch list. This is a very nice one. I think we have seen Volkswagen. Let me clear some lines here. We have seen, well, let's put it on the weekly for those of you who have missed my previous analysis. Of course, Volkswagen was hit with some bad news last year, and this is what happens. This is the weekly chart, guys, so you can imagine that almost all year Volkswagen was taking a beating. Then there was a lot of insecurity with traders, and price traded in this range for quite some time. Right now it looks like people are starting to get a little bit more confident again that price is actually going back up again. Of course, it's a nice company, and you know, I don't know, maybe the bad news is priced in already. We see higher lows. We see that this trend line is broken and bounced off of that trend line as well. Let's zoom into the 4-hour where we can see that more clearly. I pointed this out a couple of weeks ago. I said when this level breaks, I'm expecting a strong rally. Well, it did. It rallied up to here, to the 153, almost 454, let's say 54. I was waiting for a pullback, and that happened, so we are at the pullback over here. I entered, and right now I want to see some more confirmation that this moving average gets broken and price starts moving. This is an interesting one. I'm really watching this one. Then where are we? Nvidia, also a very nice one. Price moved at a crazy run. Then over here, price started a correction. We see a downtrend. I don't know why this line is in, because I don't like that. This is of obvious level. 99.23 is support. We have broken the moving average. Price is starting to move, but actually I entered this trade. To be honest, I would have waited, when I give you guys advice, for this trend line to break, and I want to see price really holding above the moving average, and actually I want to see a break of this, but preferably this level, for some confirmation that this is actually running off again. But definitely watching this one. I think we are there. Yeah, of course I always look at the dollar index, which only can be viewed on a daily in this program. But what we see here is that the dollar has been very strong. Here was some indecision, and over here we broke the moving average, retested it, failed, and now we are around this area. When I trade the Swiss franc, US dollar, when I trade gold, when I trade the Singapore dollar against the US dollar, I watch this one. If this one bottoms out over here and starts showing signs of upward momentum, I will be there. If this level breaks, then there is even more downward momentum, so I have to be watching this very closely. So, going through, Adidas I'm already in. No opportunity for you guys. For you guys, Alibaba, take a close look when the market opens on Monday. I think this is a great opportunity. Shopify, no. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, some consolidation, good for you guys because we are still trading above the moving average, broke the recent highs, and this is a great moment to enter this trade into the next support resistance area, resistance line. Facebook waiting for a pullback, nothing for you guys. This one is in a certain move, but we have to see some more information to make a clear decision on where this is going. For now, this to me is still in a downtrend. Singapore dollar, US dollar, watch this level. This one breaks, then we are actually seeing a reversal happening. Gold, 1210 this is an important line. If we can break this and the retest actually holds, then we see some more upside momentum. If price fails to break this, we are actually seeing a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 probably head and shoulder pattern. I don't know yet, we'll see. Not my favorite setup. Then we have Volkswagen, of course, which has just retested previous resistance, now support. Price is moving again. Get in, guys, and let's ride it back to the 154.55 area. Nvidia, even though I always say this is a horrible chart, because when this happens you expect price to move back all the way over here, so I don't like the weekly chart at all, but we are seeing a nice pullback and a retest, so we have to see some more confirmation on this one. And the last was the dollar index, which I watch for the dollar related currency pairs. That's it for now. I think we have some nice opportunities to close our targets for the week or for the month. I wish you guys happy trading, and feel free to ask and like and reply. I really like the interaction, especially on Instagram. The community there is great. You'll probably see and hear me every day next week, like you probably know from me. See you next time. Bye.